And now we're going to take a look at how to apply a mail to command inside of Flash. So what's going to happen on my message scene, I'm going to be able to click on this mail icon here, which is a button, standard button inside of Flash, and I'm going to click on that, and that's going to launch my email client set on my system browser. One thing you have to be aware of is what you have set in terms of your preferences in your browser, because that's going to dictate what Flash loads, and that's not something that you can code. That's something that's happening on the user end. So whatever browser you have default on your set as default on your system, as well as whatever browser or whatever email client that you have specified in your browser settings, that's going to be different from computer to computer. Right now, what's going to happen in this case is it's going to launch my Microsoft Outlook client to handle my email for that. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to go back to my Word document, and this is my send email button information here. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste this, and this is almost identical to the get URL request class, but the only difference here is I've tucked in mail to at askmrkelly.com, and that's the only code that's different besides the instance name here and the variable name. But all the other layout is the same. So I'm going to go back to my code here, and remember, since this is a new scene, it's going to be a little cleaner for us. I only have 2 layers here, and then I only have a stop action. So I'm going to go in here and drop, actually just paste on the second line, since this is my variable, and it fits nicely because I do want that to be on my second line as before. And this isn't going to copy and paste too well, so I need to go back and tweak the parentheses to get the coloring correctly, so I know that it's going to read that code correctly. And then drop down here and eliminate some of this unnecessary spacing. And function mail is the name of my function. Navigate to our URL is the same action that I wrote before, but this is going to be a mail_request, which is referencing the variable name. And then I'm going to go back and tweak these parentheses as well, and that last line drops to blue. So this is going to open up in a new page there, and then mail.btn refers to the instance name of my button, which I can see in my properties. That's mail.btn. So we do a Control-Enter from this point, test our movie, and I need to press here to go to my message scene, because that's already set up before in previous lessons. And then I click on the mail icon, and watch what happens is I've got file open data, so I click OK. And then it's going to launch because I previously launched that, so I'm getting the error there. And then I'm going to get the askmrkelly at gmail.com. And I don't want to save that. And that's really how you do it. So the only major difference here in our code, remember, is the mail to : and then your email address. You supersede your email address with a mail to : and that's going to launch the email like you have. So really not a big difference between the previous code that we had written here and the mail to command. So very, very similar.